Right now, here's a look at the roads from the Local 5 storm tracker this evening. The first big snowfall of the season in parts of Iowa. This was up in the Algona area. We'll have a live look at what you can expect in just a bit. Closer to the Des Moines Metro, a live look at I-235 and 7th Avenue near the downtown area. You could call it a tale of contrasts. It's wet, not icy, no snow falling on the ground just yet. Thank you for joining us this evening. An active weather night in parts of Iowa. Local 5 is on your side with what you and your family need to know. We have live team coverage tonight. Chief Meteorologist Brad Edwards is in the Weather Center. But first, let's go to Meteorologist Taylor Kanost in the Local 5 Storm Tracker.
Hey Samantha, and good evening everyone. We are live here in Algona in Kossuth County, where they have already seen a little bit of snowfall since beginning late this morning and through the afternoon. The snow continues to fall this evening at a light pace. It's not accumulating too quickly, but it is enough to basically 100% covered the roads except for a couple of the main streets out there. So all in all, shaping up to be pretty quiet, pretty active evening here in central Iowa and northern Iowa as we continue to see snow moving in from the west overnight tonight. Along with the snow, we have had some periods of freezing drizzle and freezing rain, and we actually have an icy glaze that's accumulated on our rear view mirrors, the hood of our car. So that's another thing to consider. Folks in Fort Dodge, for example, you might not have much snow yet, but you are certainly dealing with the icy glaze out there. Road conditions, according to the Iowa DOT, are partially covered with a mix of snow and ice, not only here in Algona, but across much of the northwest part of the state, which it does include Fort Dodge and a good chunk of the Highway 20 corridor. So this is an area, the part of the state really, that you do want to avoid travel on if possible, because things are going to get worse from here on out through the rest of this evening as snow continues to pile up, and we are expecting several inches of snow here in Algona. Maybe not quite that much in Des Moines and Ames, but eventually we'll have a good chance at least a little bit of snow to head toward the metro overnight tonight. But from here in Kossuth County and Algona, again, it's all about the snow that will pick up pace here over the next several hours, and road conditions likely to deteriorate. On top of that, the wind is going to be an issue, could cause some blowing snow problems late this evening and early on Saturday morning. So a difficult travel night out there. Chief Meteorologist Brad Edwards is in the studio with more tracking the radar and what's to come for central Iowa for the rest of the night tonight.
All right, thanks Taylor, and stay safe out there. Yeah, the roads are getting bad. You look at the big map here. We are in big trouble up in the southern part of Minnesota, and I think the DOT is having trouble updating their road conditions because this is 100% snow covered through the northern portion of Iowa. You saw that basically eyewitness report there. So yeah, 100% snow covered in this area where it's been snowing pretty much all day, and it's also where the winter storm warning is in effect. Spencer, Mason City, and then south of that we have the winter weather advisory, where we'll have some snow and we'll have some problems, but it won't be as heavy in those areas. Temperature is a critical part. We're still at 40 degrees. No threat for freezing right now. 34 in Ames, getting colder. 30 in Fort Dodge, and everywhere here you've got icing going on and slippery roads. Now looking at the big picture, it's a big storm system. We got snow on the north. We've got some showers and thunderstorms down here in eastern Iowa. That snow is going to be filling in, and eventually it is going to make it into central Iowa. Kind of a light mix developing out here in west central Iowa, and again, it's all going to get colder and colder. We're going to see that change over, so be careful in this area the next couple of hours. We've had some thunder showers and storms move through southeast Iowa, and we'll probably still see some drizzle or rain and some fog out there here in the Des Moines area. So the rain moves on out, the snow starts to move in on the backside. We'll get that tail end of the storm coming through. It's mostly light snow, and it's mostly after midnight as it pulls on through. We're not looking for a lot of snow, but it is going to be a little bit colder and windier tomorrow morning, and then the sun comes out and most of that snow will melt away through the afternoon tomorrow, at least in the metro. This is not going to melt away though. They're going to see possibly 5 to maybe 7 inches of snow in northern Iowa. We're looking at about an inch of snow here, but it is going to be a decent weekend, especially Sunday in the metro, because the snow is gone. We're going to be around 51, and that's the beginning of a big warm up in my forecast coming up.
Thank you, Brad. And of course, social media is sharing photos of the first big winter storm, especially in far northern Iowa. So be sure to text us your weather photos to the number at the bottom of your screen. You may just see it here on Local 5.